Mr. President, how's the re-election campaign going? Because we haven't seen you on the campaign trail yet.
We haven't.
Not at an official campaign rally. No, why not?
Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click that like button as well. Smash that thing. So we're about to go ahead and check out this one video where Peter Doocy is on the attack again. Yeah, he is doing his thing. Usually, he's going back and forth with Kareem, Jean-Pierre, KJP, who never have any answers for you nor me. All right, so we're about to check this out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this. And apparently, he is up against Joe Biden this time, so this should be fun.
The most important thing is what has the FBI done to investigate the validity of the claim? Because I explained to Director Wray, this is consistent with a pattern that we found with Joe Biden when he was vice president, leaving a country after presenting a foreign aid check. If we didn't have this document in my hand by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, then the House Oversight Committee will vote to hold him in contempt of Congress.
And nothing will happen. If we don't have this in my hand by Tuesday, we're going to hold him in contempt. It ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing.
House Oversight Chair James Comer getting one step closer to holding FBI Director Christopher Wray in contempt.
That's just my thoughts. I don't think anything is going to happen.
For stiff-arming Congress. For weeks, Chairman Comer has been asking Wray, including with a subpoena, for an FBI form that Republicans say includes a bribery allegation against then Vice President Joe Biden. Wray told Comer he can see that document, but he has to go to the FBI headquarters to look at it in person. Comer said nope, he wants that document delivered to Capitol Hill with 0 redactions. A White House spokesperson saying it this way: this silly charade by Chairman Comer is yet another reminder that his so-called investigations are political stunts. Former House...
I hate when people dismiss certain things knowing good and well that they are wrong. But they do it anyway because it's my job. It's my job to do it. More, they know it's a political stunt. I'm supposed to protect him and lie to you, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say something else. All right? Come on, bro. This is no integrity out there anymore.
House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes is urging his former colleagues, don't let the FBI off the hook.
Me, as you know, just an American out here now, not elected to the Congress anymore, there is no way in holy hell that Wray should be able to get away with what he got away with in 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and don't even get started in what Durham uncovered, where essentially nobody was prosecuted at the DOJ and FBI. They are hopelessly corrupt, if I could put it lightly.
Ben Domenech, Fox News contributor and editor-at-large for The Spectator. So, Ben, what do you make of this? It's a standoff for certain, but Congress can subpoena. Doesn't the FBI have to capitulate?
Well, they should, Harris, in any kind of working relationship, institution to institution. The FBI should have to respond to this subpoena.
Should.
But we've seen, past situations where, frankly, the folks who are over there at the Department of Justice and at the FBI have been very reluctant to hand things over, even under congressional subpoena. Just to give you one prior example, you may remember that Eric Holder was found in contempt of Congress by the whole Congress. 255 people, including 17 Democrats, voted to hold him in contempt when he refused to hand over information about the Fast and Furious gun running program in Mexico that obviously created so much consternation. That was really something that was, a long time coming in terms of the fact that he had prevented the Congress from gaining access to documents that they absolutely had the right to see. This same thing is happening now with Christopher Wray. He is essentially saying that they cannot access something that is unclassified, that he can't hand it out to the full committee, that if they are going to see it, they're only going to see a redacted version of it, which will probably just be essentially one page covered with lines of black, because that the FBI over-redacts all of these things. And frankly, it's a sign of how much disrespect they have for our nation's elected representatives, that they would be engaged in this type of completely inappropriate behavior. And I hope that they do hold him in contempt for this, because it's clear that he's treating Congress with disrespect in a way that is, unfortunate, but what we've come to expect from the FBI.
Hold him in contempt and follow through. That's what I want. Hold him in contempt and follow through. Can you do that? Because y'all have done it for whenever y'all beefing with, whenever somebody who is on the opposite side of what you represent does something wrong, you will follow through. You make sure that you punish them. Hold this same guy in contempt. Show us that it's going to be fair across the board, which is not. We know it's not fair, but at least show that you're trying to make some steps toward it being fair. Come on, man. It's like they're so blatant about it because they know nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing's going to happen to me. I can say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do, apparently.
Well, and that's what I was going to point to, because this is like a game of fetch. Like the FBI says, you want it? Then come to my house. Yeah, come over here, crawl and get it. I mean, that is the ultimate of disrespect.
They don't even have the classification excuse in this case, Harris, which is, typically what they turn to. They don't have that. This is a document that is unclassified. Chairman Grassley and Chairman Comer are obviously, completely justified to be as furious as they are.
White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby was left speechless before blowing off a reporter's question showing a majority of Americans say they believe Biden engaged in illegal influence peddling. Watch.
What do you say to the majority of Americans who believe that the president is himself corrupt? Wow.
The president has spoken to this. The president has spoken to this, and there's nothing to these claims.
The president has spoken to this, and there's nothing to these claims. Is just his way of covering his own ass. Because when something comes out that's ironclad, that he can't back away from, you're going to say, well, I didn't lie. I didn't lie and say that the president didn't do this, or, emphatically take up for him that I can be held accountable for. You will not be able to trace it back to me where I will be held accountable. So all I said is the president spoke on this, and there's nothing to these claims based off of what the president has said. That's what he's saying. He's not going to lie for him, though. He played it off. He just shrugged it off and acted as if that the reporter was just stupid for even asking that. Like, God, here we go again.
The president has spoken to being accused of being corrupt?
I'm sorry, John Kirby, and a lot of people have a lot of respect for John Kirby. He's someone who's viewed as being and taken seriously, unlike some of the other people on the president's press team. And that's one of the reasons that he's in this role. That is a ludicrous answer. The president has not spoken to these issues. It was certainly with not any specificity. He simply denied things on their face without ever having to answer serious questions or address them in a serious way.
Thank you. I knew he never spoke on it.
And that's one of the reasons why I think the poll data does show that, a majority of Americans feel this way, which may come as a surprise to the people at the White House who seem to pretend like none of this matters. But over time, when you see the president being the opposite of transparent, the opposite of answering any kind of questions, then you eventually come to the conclusion maybe there's something there. And certainly there's an abundance of evidence that would suggest that these are questions that we need the answers to in order to have confidence.
It doesn't stop you from asking the questions. It just makes you want to keep asking the questions just to see what's underneath door, behind door number 2. More than a month now since the president announced his re-election bid, and highly produced video. Remember that? Well, he hasn't held any significant 2024 events since then. And yesterday, the president even laughed when asked, here we go again, asking questions. Why are we doing it? Well, we did it again. We asked a question about that.
Mr. President, how's the re-election campaign going? Because we haven't seen you on the campaign trail yet.
You haven't?
Not at an official campaign rally. No, why not?
Wow, man. This is sad. It's sad. So many people have voted for him and they want to see what he stands for. And the other people who haven't voted for him and want answers, who deserve answers, because he's not only... This is the problem with these American presidents. And I'm just going to say this once. Hopefully I don't piss y'all off by saying this. American presidents are the president to the entire country. And if you have people in your country who want answers, give them the damn answers. You're not going to lose your job, obviously. Be a man about your sugar honey iced tea. Give them the answers. Because when people become president, they only become president for the people that voted for them. And that's bull, man. And to keep it a buck, he's not even the president for the people that voted for him. It's crazy, bro. He just laughed at him. Oh, I haven't. Walks away. Oh, I haven't. I might have to say something and show that I actually have a brain. Laugh, walk away. Good job, Mr. President. You did very well out there. He was just trolling. He didn't want anything but to try to clip you up, but you did awesome. That's what they said to him when he got inside the car. You did amazing, Mr. President. We just gonna meet ride you and tell you how great you are and how beautiful you are. Yes, we are. We just want to tell you how much we love you, and it's bullshit. That's why I don't trust a lot of these guys, man. Be honest, I'm gonna keep it buck. I don't trust a lot of these guys at all, for real.
No information out of the press secretary as well. You look all shocked about that, Ben. And
well,
there's
I'm
pretty
a
much
little
a
worried.
standard
I'm a
default.
little worried, Harris. I'm a little worried, Harris, because there's two options here. One is that he's doing his normal thing of making fun as opposed to answering a question. The other is maybe he's been under the assumption that he is holding campaign events, and if he is, that's its own kind of kettle of fish. That's actually far more disturbing.
It is, and what he's saying is absolutely truth. He probably thought answering Peter Doocy's question right there was a campaign event. Oh, I thought that's why the cameras were here. This is not me on the campaign trail. Ah, dang it! But they told me I'm not. Okay, all right. I guess I'm not. Oh my God, I cannot believe I voted for him, man. I swear to goodness, probably the dumbest thing I ever done in my life.
If he thinks he has been out on the campaign trail.
You can't imagine thousands of people gather before you at a campaign event. It either happens or it doesn't. So I'm hoping that's not the option here.
I'm just mad that he's able to get away with it, and we can't do anything about it. And that people will get out there in droves and vote for him again and call it another best of both evils type of situation. Just being stupid. Just being dumb as hell. Best of both evils. Vote for the best of both evils.